Hi everyone, Rick187 here, and we are back with some more Hearts of Iron 4, the New Order Total Conversion mod, and we're continuing our run as the Kingdom of England, although we are not playing as the government under the German jackboot, but we are playing as Her Majesty's most loyal resistance. Spent the majority of last stream and the last kind of 4 episodes on YouTube really prepping the resistance, and we are now tantalizingly close. That was very loud. Tantalizingly close to kicking off the uprising, so we should definitely get to that stream. So I'm looking for. It seems to be just a one-off audio. Have a really loud thing. Great. Okay. Yeah. So maybe a quick refresh of where we're doing in terms of our control. So we've got, say, farm control, reasonable control over the north of the country, and Sussex. On Gloucestershire, sorry, because why not? Government has firm control over London and Oxfordshire, and we are kind of contesting-ish. Yeah, we're just edging it in a few places. Not so much there. So yeah, definitely contested in that kind of middle section. But we do have, I think we have a couple of progress operations we can run. 3, there you go. So stability in London above 75, which I thought we had. No, above 75, so we can get that hopefully in the next month. We've got East Anglia above 60 and Sussex above 75. We're working on those, but they're going to take a bit of time. Okay, let's address what we've got here. We've got a free research slot apparently. So infantry tech, let's just keep. Again, this might actually just be helping the government, because we are playing as the government right now. 3 factories, but I'm just going to leave them because we have horrific amounts of debt, which doesn't seem to be going anywhere. And no manpower. Right, focuses. Down the rabbit hole. Bill Alexander. Oh, yeah, maybe just refreshing who the 3 important characters are. Remember the 3 of them. So we've got I've forgotten his name. Sterling. Somebody Sterling. What's his first name? Oh, you can tell I'm prepared for this. I can't remember. Anyway, Mr. Sterling. Talking like I was saying. I want to know his first name and I've forgotten it. Anyway. Who is he was the last bastion of resistance. His commando unit never surrendered, and they've been fighting a guerrilla insurgency for 20 odd years. In fact. Yeah. Then you've got Claude Auchinleck. He is the he's the kind of moderate rebel, if you're going to go that way. So he's he wants to essentially bring back the kind of, I don't know if it's quite the constitutional monarchy, but anyway, he's a kind of democratic figure, albeit with a monarchical figurehead. And then you've got Bill Alexander, who's the communist, like a communist Britain. There we go. Bill Alexander has operated in the south of England for longer than just about anyone. He knows the lay of the land and has explained that, I'm also going to just call these rebels, because saying HMMLR a million times gets my tongue twist. And he has explained to rebels high command that it's impractical to just throw men at Cornwall and expect to get anywhere. A careful approach must be taken to neutralise them, subvert their men, kill the competent, bribe the weak-minded, and sabotage what we cannot steal. This approach has its limits, of course, but we might be capable of getting more in the long term. This way, if we get the right sort of people on our side in true rule, we even find an opportunity to deal some permanent damage, the kind even a soulless German cannot recover from. Cromwell, 10 levels of damage. Okay, guys. So this is just this looks like it's just a straight up effect. It's not a operation like the other ones. Oh. Okay, let's push forward. We are in July, so presumably it'll be August before we can push any more buttons. We're running a small gun shipment. How are our stockpile? We have loads of guns. Okay. Wars floating around the world. Not much has happened in the world yet. I'm expecting some more exciting things to happen this stream. Too many wars going on. I think last time the Triple Alliance of the Mediterranean has collapsed. Italy won its border war with Turkey in the Levant. Been about it. I mean, there's been some movement in terms of reunifying Russia, as a word, but nothing too extravagant. Exciting, the word I'm looking. Guns. We can't run guns because we don't like it at all. I'm annoyed how hard it is to keep up positive relations with you guys. I feel like we're never going to get our tanks. So be it. Oh, we're just about into 1st of August. Start with London. I think if we can get that up to 80 on our mission. 1st of August, right? Hit pause. You. Ability +5. Means let's straight away come down here and yeah, Operation Bad Morning. Perfect. We also want to keep going in, where was it? Sussex. This one. Stability and East End. Stability. Okay, how are we doing up here? Oh, we're doing really well up here actually. I'm going to go with stability as well to keep, that improves our chances of getting the kind of gun running and stuff. We get less guns intercepted through, but at least that's what the flavor text says. I'm tempted to one here. I'll take the flat increase. See if we can't nudge these more towards the 70 mark and flip them. Well, they're positive. Oh, here we go. Blue and blue. I like it. It's good. Everywhere done? Oh, yeah. What do you do with something like Oxford? I suppose we'll try and conquer it, but we're never going to get anywhere. I've given up on Oxford. Okay, good. Keep pushing forward. Reach out to USA politicians. Will give us a small boost. Well, I'll wait until we've got at least a 30 so we can do this and then. But I don't know how you're supposed to do any of this larger stuff. Our relations just degrade so quickly. Do not have a political power. Conference has ended. From the future direction of Italian Emperor. What? Roaring masses of people celebrate in the streets from Verona to Sicily. Okay. Direction that's taking them. Of course. Alright, we'll see what happens, but to be honest, we don't care. These foreign shores, our own good soil, we're here to liberate. America. Movement in Russia. Rabbit hole is done. So down here should now be, yeah, absolutely trashed. Alright, sucks to be them. That's ahead of time. Military police, I don't know, we'll need them. Don't need any of that stuff. Need to keep with infantry text, assuming that it will benefit us. Assuming most of our troops will. Wrong assumption. There you go. Pay them enough. The German garrison in Cornwall is, for the most part, well trained, well disciplined, and ruthlessly. But every army has it. In the case of the garrison, we hear that many of the lower ranking officers are dubious loyalty to their vaunted fatherland, and more of an open taking bribes in return for looking the other way in regards to certain actions. The stealing of equipment, or not patrolling a sector of breaches for an hour or two. Truly, the revolution has no greater ally than incompetence of the fascists. We will render the garrison Cornwall a lackluster ally to the traitor king. Here's hoping he quakes in his boots when he realizes it. Cornwall loses a bunch of infantry equipment and we get it. That? Rank up the speed. Down and wait. Once we get 30 PP, we will push for some more guns. Probably more efficient to do the larger shipments, but never have the power. Got the power. See what happens when our operation is completed. I don't even know what that did. Oh, it does tell you. I didn't check. I can't remember what the one in London was. I feel like it was might have been killing a guy. In fact, it probably tells us. We have ways of finding out. Oh, right. And we're in the 1st September. Good, good. So, first off, just for remembering what happened, this one. Okay, here we go. Assassinate Gerard Templar. Cool. And remove the rest. Sometimes it pays to be direct. For every officer willing to take a bribe, there exists one who represents the peak of Germanic efficiency. As such, Alexander has formulated a solution to the problem. We shoot them. Well, not just shoot them. Bombs, car accidents, accidental doses of cyanide in the sauerkraut, maybe a faked suicide or 3. In the end, as long as they die, we won't question how. Perhaps it might be prudent just to make a few vanish outright and scare the more cowardly into deserting. Problem solved at any rate. Something Auchinleck should be very happy about indeed. Oh, and we get to clicky click more buttons while... Right. Our East Anglia needs to keep testing because I think it's over 60 we need in. 1 more month and we should be able to do Sussex one, which will injure Monty. And then if we do the East Anglia one, we can take General James Castles. Government forces a little bit. In the meantime, we will continue to just bolster our support and stability. Going disturbingly well. Wonders why the government is letting us get away so much. Done that one. London. London's a lost cause. Okay. When. So what did our reach out to American politicians seems to have done very little. They just don't like us. Come on, America. We're supposed to be buds. Ooh. Looks like they just paid that down a bunch. So the government essentially has the reverse of the actions I've got. You know, move it by 2.5%, move the monthly trend by 0.5%, or move the stability. We'll get that. Get both these back next month. I mean, I didn't really do much. Otherwise, it's got to save up for a big one. We'll take it. I feel like I'm throwing my political power away to one. Operation Franz. Franz Hadler is a man who holds England in an iron grip. His Cornwall garrison enforces the will of the Reich. Well past time he paid for his crimes. We won't likely get an opportunity to try him. It's been decided that assassinating him works just as well. In this case, any blowback we receive will be well worth it. The man and his inner circle are irreplaceable officers, doubly so for their familiarity with England. The plan itself has a few points of failure, has a few points of failure as possible. We intend to be in and out before the garrison, much less for collaboration as government is aware anything has ever happened. We won't likely get a chance to repeat the attempt, since it will put the garrison on high alert for months. I only wish the assigned men the best of luck. Oh, so we can do it here, but we need lots of stability in Gloucestershire. Probably have not been working on. Yeah, we're so far away. I probably should have checked that ahead of time. If I was being smarts. But hey, ifs and buts. But next month we'll be able to run. We can run the Sussex one. Yes. Some damage. First. There. So we will put you up to 65. 60. Gloucestershire before I forget. What? Ah, Sussex 175. I stand corrected. Okay. We can, in fact, do nothing. Nothing we shall do. That one away. Done. These ones are all looking pretty healthy. Nudge them in a monthly tick. Cool. That's a shame. I thought we were going to get to another operation. Take out Monty. Free State of Magadan has defeated the all-Russian government of the world. Omsk is looking sizable. Here we go. Iberia announced creation of the Iberian Council. Ah, okay. This is through the Spanish reforms. Or Iberian reforms, I see. Franco and Salazar are trying to work it out. France has been done. Search. Force, right. Minutes. We have not enough time. Time is something that's not on our side. The collaborationist government is aware of this too, while we have stymied their best attempts to root us out thus far. Each day that passes is more guns produced, more men recruited, and more of our cells discovered. Auchinleck, Alexander and Sterling have confirmed with each other the time is now. The war of liberation, of revolution, of revenge, a war for free England, for a better England, for all England. The men and women willing to take up arms for our cause are ready, and we only await the word to strike our foes. Perhaps one day this will be remembered in song. We can only hope that song isn't a sand one. I don't know if we'll get a chance to do those operations. Oh wait, there is. Or weapons tech, which we're now caught up on. That's particularly need. Probably should do something like doctrines. Army 10, organization +5. We don't have tanks, so we'll do that. Oh no, here's a big event in this mod. Hitler has died. Tragedy has consumed Germany as the news spread first through the Reich and then to the world. Adolf Hitler, Führer of Germany and victor of a second revolt, has died. Whilst the Führer's declining health has been speculated about for some time, the news has nevertheless left Germany in a state of complete shock. The Reichstag has announced 3 months of mourning shall be held, and the Führer shall be buried beside his late wife, Eva Hitler, with dignitaries from around the world invited to the funeral. What will become of the Gross German the German Reich? I remember who he said was going to... We did mention who he had lined up as his successor in the last stream. I can't remember off the top of my head. Right, hang on. Oh, it's not saying. Lots of red going on. Interesting. Oh, it's thinking and hasn't crashed. German Civil War. Yeah, Heydrich, Speer, Bormann, and Himmler, I believe. In the wake of his death, the Reich has erupted into chaos. Despite the Führer's appointment of a legal successor, a powerful faction within the Reich have taken up arms against one another. It is thus to be necessary that the individual should finally come to realize that his own ego is of no importance in comparisons to the existence of the nation. Bormann got Speer. I think it might have been Speer was Heydrich, who is crazy fascist. Boring not socialism. Bormann's also nationalism. Yeah, I think he's a reformist. Yeah, reformed socialism. Differences to conservative and militarist. Cool. That'll be interesting to see who comes out ahead. Sounds like a prime time for us to attack while Germany's distracted with a civil war. I've dropped down Deathcom 1. Hopefully nothing bad will happen there, surely. Can get to the 1st of November, we will be able to run at least one of our operations. Well, ordinance at Brigand has declared war on the French states. It's Franco-Burgundian War. Brittany's getting involved. Don't think that's well for France. Right, we're in the 1st of November. We can take decisions. So, firstly, East Anglia, we can push it to 65, which will let us knock off James Castles. Do that. We'll keep going in Sussex, although I'm not convinced we'll get the next 2 more months that we need. Gloucestershire, yeah, I don't think we'll get it, but we'll keep going. Why not? We'll be quite close enough to flip to our support in time for the war. But so be it. Some all. Oh no, we haven't done our home ones. Let's give us a big bunch of support. Good, and then let's not bother. I think. Either it's going to split all over the place. Chaos in Ostland. Much of German sphere has always been shrouded by the German government. Ostland never had this issue. Multiple international news stations in Riga, always ready to be paraded around by the German officials, show the high quality of life, strength, and the workforce of a model colony. That's civil. All kicking off. Russian wars. Ah, now you can see that. Well, it's having a minor wobble. Let's go down a little bit and see what figures now. If it's a decision, we get vital to control Germania. And there we go. Message from HOI England. Declare war, and so we should flip to. Yes, and we are indeed HMLR England. Oh, our flag's changed and everything. Ah, we have control over a sizable chunk of the country. Although, it'll be interesting as what is about to happen with groups that are in our lands. So, let's organize our armies. What we got? 24. Well, that seems perfect. Why don't we just throw them in a single army? Best gen 5-2. Tempted. We're going to be fairly offensive. Let's give it Field Marshal. Good. Alright, we'll go for Hull. Congratulations, man. You've got the job. Right. Front lines. Gonna crush a couple of pockets, although I'm not convinced because I think the country's about to go a bit funny. Start taking. Oh, not 20. Not 24 of you. 8. This border. 1. 13 and 8. There we go. Elevate 4. We'll see if we can get away with it. Oh. Back in here. Moving some offensive lines. That one. That one. Push, but let's planning in anyway. Yeah. Oh, this is just one long line. Down there. You two can be on here. Yeah, what's gonna happen with these? Oh, so I'm assuming this lands all of it. I'm gonna get a little bit cut off. Let's fire some attacks. Wing. Yeah. Oh, my nice lines! Quite a precarious situation we find ourselves in. Really do need to try and secure a joining up our. I like you two to try and push to get to. Cambridge, well, that's probably a hard ask. Northampton is undefended, so heading down, okay. A bit of a mess. Civil War malarkey. English Civil War has begun. The German Civil War has been up as a golden opportunity for freeing England from its collaboration with oppressors and restoring democracy. Well, we have managed increasingly public attacks on government to show people they don't have to live in the shadows anymore. Now it is time to strike hard in this corrupted England. After a brief radio message, with a monarch's voice, the first uprisings began. York was the first to fall. After assaulting an army base and a brief skirmish with the police force, our troops declared on public radio that a new, free England would be formed from the ashes of the old regime. Other towns in the north were quick to follow. Fighting in the Midlands and the south continues as we seek to break the hold of government in those regions. Our preparations will prove critical in the coming days as we seek to secure territory for the war. We must also look abroad to our allies, both across the Atlantic and across the Channel. War make for strange bedfellows. We must embrace them if we're to stand a chance of winning this war. We are not as well armed as either the Cornwall garrison or the government troops. With our militias and weapons caches, we go to match them in the field till help arrives. One day, we will again hold Parliament in Westminster and serve the people of England as we bring our country back from the fascist abyss. We can then assert ourselves in the world as a true beacon of freedom and reunite our isles. Never again will our flags be lowered and our country defiled. Britons shall never be slaves. Queen and country! Stop him from moving. Go for just now. That's gone green, that's good. To lend a hand. I'll lose some land though. Let's... how's our kind of stockpiles and things? None. Why do we have none? We're supposed to have like several thousand. Provisions training. We are at war. We're not producing anything. We can make weapons. Make guns, please. How many factories have we got? 6. I think I just want guns, to be perfectly honest. Maybe we'll throw one on like war equipment. Something like that. Get me guns, goddammit. See if we can kind of consolidate our forces a little bit. We'd like to take here to open up between. Can you get there in time? Please tell me. Have not got. That looks like Poland's broken out. Who's just Africa's the world in chaos. hold the line more than push. Plus, plus, plus. Yeah, you can go there. One of you come into this hill. Time. Stymied in that place. Fine. Oh, I'm trying to make a push to connect these chunks of line. Good. Value your life. Can't push. Ah, for some reason we've left it unguarded, and I will take it. Line's a bit higgledy-piggledy. Do that. Fixer on that line. Warsaw's uprising. Ooh, Burgundy has not as much. Huge chunk of France. Brittany. They haven't outright taken. Left them a small section of southern France. Air wings, we have planes. Yeah, plane. I get the feeling I'm going to get shot out of the sky. Let's do it. Let's go. Air superiority. What have we got? Bit fires. And we've got CAS. Brilliant. Up on that, I mean, sure. An attack bomber. Oh yeah, I've got my voice selected. Good, so you guys will help out. That's excellent. Don't go crazy. Oh, in fact, no, sorry. Just go retreat. Good-ish. Ish. Don't attack. Here it's that. Attack is somewhat faltering. Come down here. Anyone else on the way? Yep, excellent. Let's extend this line. Today, shots have rang out. That's actually wrong. Today, shots have rung out across England, but herald something far worse from the London uprising in the 1950s. For the second time in history, England is in a state of civil war. Her Majesty's most loyal resistance, an organisation containing the full spectrum of English political outsiders, from communists to a handful of more independently minded fascists, has declared revolt against the collaborative government of the Prime Minister Alex Douglas Home. Speaking from the rebels' headquarters, its leader, former General Claude Auchinleck, alongside famed communist rebel Bill Alexander and resistance fighter David Stirling, have declared that England will be a free nation or they will die trying. Our fight has only started. David, there you go, his name's David. I knew we'd get to it at some point. So as with that, we're going to reconnect our troops. Maybe coming down here, going there. I see if you can sneak west there. Only really pushing here as well, unsuccessfully, and we're pushing here. Oh no, it's gone yellow. That's gone green. You've gone let's get you to stop. Oh, my desktop fans have decided to go a bit mental. It's only temporary. It was. And help support. Going okay. It looks like we might nab Leicester before the government gets there. This is not that. Are getting more down. This is good. Very thin line that we have. Yeah, you don't attack. We can afford it. Bring ourselves up to a counter. There it is. and recovers ore. Send them. Good to fall back to here. Whew. Closed up here. Why? Oh yeah, you. Alright, we'll let them have it. Maybe what we're going to do, right, a couple of things. Easy line. Start again, maybe get something a little bit more simple. Front line here. Front line. Front line here. Cancel off. But leave you two. But otherwise you can come on there. This one of you should probably. Port. Okay. And in terms of wars, let's set up our attack orders so we start getting. These guys should have no supply. This should hopefully, eventually. Maybe we want to. I think that's going one from each side. Maybe not. Guys to also. We'll see if we get an opportunity. It'd be good to see if we can punch that hole in the middle a little bit. Okay, the territory of military commander in Serbia. Okay, so Serbian civil war uprising, and African colonies have formed the Africa Shield. Quick look at these guys. Yeah, so formed their own faction. Have a whole bunch of civil Serbian uprising, and Poland, Germany slogging out each other. Cool. Are supporting that position. Excellent. So we need. This is probably a pretty weak isle of ours because it's turned in. Sides. You're deciding to push in. Excellent. Whew. More wars. SS. Saw them just before. There you go, we're ahead of the news. That's how good we are. Right, Serbs Royale, we know that. Old wounds. It's a bright English morning, rare indeed, in the Johnson household. We're going to hang out the washing on the Siegfried line. Have you any da-da-da-da-da-da-da-dee? Oh, Bertie sang as he tied laces in old army boots. Darling, why don't you have a uniform on? Haven't you heard the radio? The war's on again. We're off to fight the fascists on our home soil. Give them, the Kraut garrison, a good kick in the pants. I wouldn't miss it for the world. Margaret's eyes grew wide as she sprinted into the kitchen where the radio was still on. Where fighting continues, Her Majesty's most loyal resistance urges any person able and willing to stand up for liberty and report to a friendly army base at once for assignments. If possible, please bring... Dear God, she would lose him again. Every month in the factory alone, every hour at home staring at a dusty fireplace came swimming back to her mind. She tried to control herself as she walked towards her husband. Oh, Bertie, don't be silly. You're much too old. They might not have you anyway. It's not your fight anymore. That's what Harold said, remember? Her false smile cracked, and she could feel the tears start to well up in her eyes. Bertie was too busy tying his bootlaces, still with an awful devilish grin on his face. Darling, we almost had the blighters in the last one. Next time we'll really finish the job. Got a good handle on the... He looked up, see his wife trying to cover her teared up eyes on the stage. His grin disappeared. I'm begging you not to go. I can't watch you leave again, thinking you won't come back. I can't go through this again. was a long pause as Bertie stood in the door, old rifle in hand and Mark III helmet on head. "I'm sorry." A softened voice. "I don't have a choice. Know that I love you with all my heart." He wasn't singing anymore when he walked out. Fortunately, lose men we shall.